Again. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can see, I have a microphone today because I realized it's better with the sound and everything, and I don't have to yell to the camera. So yeah, we're doing this. Today we're gonna talk about, I'm gonna explain to you what I do to not burn out. So let's break it down and spill the tea. Not really, but I hope you like it. Let's go. Okay, first of all, this will be focused on college, mainly. First one, pomodoro technique. Okay, this one is mainly for studying. I know that. So that's why I said it was college. Taking breaks during study sessions is a great method to just let your mind and brain breathe. So what I mean about that is that you don't need to burn your brain cells, because that's not what you're aiming for, please. So be strategical and smart and do it slowly, being consistent but in small portions of time. That's why it was created, right? It's like the person who created them knew that you needed them to let your mind breathe between study sessions. So it's a great tool. There are plenty of websites in internet and obviously in your phone. Why would you need a website? Just this dumbass right here. Okay. But I prefer to use websites to track my pomodoro site. Site, like in German. No, pomodoro time, like the 25 minutes plus the 5 minutes, and then like that's 4 of those sessions are one complete unit. What I mean is that you don't need to go to pay a lot of money to to just track your time efficiently and smart. So there's plenty of websites that you can use. Okay, this explanation is pretty lame. Okay, that happens when a person drinks too much coffee and doesn't get enough sleep, right? Okay. I am listening to music because it's my motivation to record this video. Second tip. Okay, let's just let the car pass by, please. It always happens when I'm recording. Actually, when I was doing nothing, there was no sound, like literally no sound. And now when I'm recording, they are just these noises that keep interrupting my. Forget about it. We decide to be peaceful today. Our energy is not affected, but those external elements, right? Just the peace comes from within yourself, right? Right. So let's continue. Oh, I can't do this anymore. I don't wanna. Okay, let's continue. Second tip, or second thing I do, is to stretch after a while. Like, for example, okay, we mentioned the pomodoro technique, which is a great tool, actually. Yeah, literally. So after a while, like 4 sessions later, or even if you like 20 minutes, not 20 minutes, not after 25 minutes, that is like the time of the study session normally. So normally, no, it is not normally, it is normally what is this?
A few minutes later.
So after those 25 minutes, you can stretch a little bit, like stretch your arms, your back, your upper body, your lower body, like a little warm up, but not really because it's just stretching, you know, walking, going to the garden, because it is so bad for our bones and joints to be seated down all day. So let's keep that clear. If you want, make some TikTok dances, whatever makes you happy, okay? The method that I normally use is to walk. Like going outside to do stuff. But walking is a great thing to do for your health, for your mental health, for your brain, for everything. And you can even lose some calories. It's not just walking. It's like, for example, me and my dad go to long walks, like really, really long, that you will consider it like something weird, right? I don't know. People find it weird. When I tell people I walk, it's like, really? I could not possibly do that in my life because I just get so tired. Or I just prefer the car, you know? And it's frustrating because I am not here criticizing your methods of transportation, but I really like walking is my coping mechanism to let things go about the things I'm dealing with thoroughly and deeply and just let them be. It's a moment for yourself to think about life, to think about nature, to be grateful for, to escape.
Look around the world, the cars, the people, how they interact with each other, you know, the trees, the birds, the houses, the buildings.
Now I'm just mentioning random stuff, but yes, walk. I prefer in the afternoon because there's no sun. Like you can see, I am more sunburned lately because the sun. It's just the sun. Fourth point, I really like this one, is dancing plus singing. I know, seems a little normal, you would say. It is, but it is pretty useful. Like, just, okay, I'm not saying that you have to know how to dance. I'm not saying you have to know how to sing properly, or you have to have an amazing voice, a voice of angels. Like, people doesn't have to shed a tear while hearing you singing, you know? It's just sing whatever you can, whatever you're capable of. It doesn't mean that you have to be perfect about it. Singing your lungs out of yourself, like, and really letting that go. Like, how can I say it? It's just sing plus dancing. You don't need to know how to dance. Obviously, if you know how to dance, it will be awesome. And if you are into dancing and singing, it's pretty good, right? Of course. Not yelling because it will disturb your neighbors. Maybe just crying is a cope mechanism to let that go, but I don't really like it because my eyes will be swollen later and I don't want people finding that out, mainly my parents, because I don't like to cry in front of people, even my family. Life lessons with Marisa 101. Great. Fifth point. Point number 5. Cut out distractions. If you are focusing on one thing and just one thing only, I guarantee you, your brain will be optimized like 100%. Why? Because you are not paying attention to that post you posted that didn't receive so many likes. Doesn't matter, because you're focusing on your studies, on what you're doing, on your goal, on your personal goal, on improvement of yourself, of your inner self, you know? So cut that distraction, because it's not worth it. It really isn't. A complex think that we need to be likable for all the people, and that's not really it. You need to be respectful and all that stuff and be a great person the most you can. Don't stress about those things, like they are momentary, they are, en español es efímero, así que solamente no prestes atención a esas cosas porque no tienen sentido y la gente realmente no le importa porque cada uno está en su mundo, así que solamente concéntrate en vos mismo, en lo que quieres lograr, en lo que quieres alcanzar y en tu camino. So yeah, six point. Organize yourself. Organization is just so an important matter, an important topic, that everything is organization. If you know how to manage efficiently your time, that is 50% of the way. It's like organization plus discipline. You need to have time for when you want to entertain yourself, and also time for what you truly want and when you want to focus on. Also, there is a lot of things to help you organize, like Notion, like Google Calendar, like everything. Literally, you can buy a notebook just to organize yourself.
It's gonna get bad. It's not hot anymore. It's not warm anymore. It's supposed to be coffee. And it's supposed to be warm inside. But it's definitely not. I don't know why. It's supposed to be warm. It's definitely not. But I need the coffee because I'm dying. Can you tell? Can you really tell? I don't know. Tastes weird. Not warmed.
Okay. Point number 7. A realistic task, I mean. Well, both. You want to do it realistic because we're not in a world of fantasy, of unicorns. We're not in a world that everything's perfect, that everything's gonna go our way, obviously. So set them realistic. If you know that you need to do something, like your parents will ask you to do something, like go to a grocery store, or for example, okay, that's more independent. Or for example, do some chores, you need to take into consideration that, and also manage your time wisely. Eventually, if you do not accomplish multiple goals, you're gonna fail, just like, and that you are not good enough, like you did not put enough effort in it. But the thing is, maybe, and just maybe, I'm assuming you are realistic, right? Not living in a world of unicorns and fantasy and all that stuff. Obviously, because we are real here. And our realistic goal example will be to drink water, like drink water 5 liters of water in an hour, which is probably just wrong because it's not healthy and it's not realistic because your body will not take it and you will not want to drink water anymore. After 12 liters, it's like you're gonna feel like you're gonna explode. A realistic goal will be like drinking 2 glasses of water in the morning, then 2 glasses of water at night, and 2 glasses of water between your meals, right? That will be an example of a realistic goal. You're gonna begin slowly and consistently, and that way you're gonna achieve your goal. 8th point, try not to feel guilty if you didn't accomplish. We are all humans here. We all struggle with life. Obviously, we all have emotions. We have times of crisis, times of joy. Do not feel bad if you didn't do something, because there are external elements that affect your time management, your goal setting. There's not really something to do about it, and it is of no use to think about it because obviously it was not your fault. And even if it was your fault, do not feel guilty because we are learning in this world. We are getting to know what works for us best, and do not talk back to yourself because you didn't do anything all day. Next time I will do better, but really do it next time. Ninth point: spend time wisely. This comes along with the one that said organization, comes along with that, but it is slightly different because spending time is more like in each one of those tasks that you created by organizing your time, right? I'm not saying that you have to let go of things you like. It's just be conscious of what you're consuming in social media platforms, because either way they will be helpful or they will just not contribute to what you're looking for or what you want to do. Balance it. Things that are useful and things that aren't. And also, like, if you're focused on something that you want to do, free time will be more likely to be spent on things you are interested in, right? And for the final point, focus on one thing and do not multitask. This is very important because if you are doing a lot of stuff, it's like at the end, what did you do well? It's like if you give the same amount of concentration to each one of the tasks that you are doing, is like your brain is, I don't think the brain is capable of dealing with all that stuff, really. Although they say women can multitask, but it's not healthy though, because you wanna focus on one thing and doing it great and not focusing on 5-10 things at a time and doing them partially wrong or wrong at all, like incorrect, not well. Avoid multitasking or do not do it at all. I do not recommend it. Those were all the points I wanted to go through. Hope you liked the video. Let's see us next week. It is on ground. You like the bear? It is my best companion. My trustworthy bear. Obviously. Hello, everyone. New hairstyle. Looks good, so I'm like, look at that.